Dan, we're going to find out a little bit later about how tricky he's going with his injury and that kind of thing. But mate, if he was to be ruled out, like, how would that make you feel in terms of taking the reins, on your own this week?
Yeah, I don't think my game changes too much, to be honest. We got review today, so look at what we did against the Rabbitohs and just look at how I can better myself and help the team more with the Rabbitohs game moving forward.
You've done such a great job of that already in the games that you've played this year. It can be a daunting thing for a young player to have to step into one of those key roles. What is it about playing in first grade that makes you look so relaxed?
Well, like you said earlier, just how you look at it. It can be a challenge or it can be a pressure moment, and I think I just like looking at it as more of a challenge. Obviously, if you look at it as a pressure, you tend to crumble in that. But the more you look at it as a challenge and like an opportunity to get better, I think you thrive.
It's been, I guess, a funny year like that in a way. Like, Tricky and Nico have both spent time on the sideline already. Like, did you have any thoughts about, coming into this year about how much footy you were hoping to see, and how do you feel like the things have played out for you?
Yeah, obviously in pre-season, I didn't know how much footy I'd be able to play in first grade. One game, you sort of just have your eyes on one game. But yeah, it's unfortunate through injuries, but yeah, I'm just stoked with the opportunity that I've been able to put my best foot forward.
Do you think you thrive with this? If Brady was to be injured and obviously with Nico, do you think you'll thrive with this pressure of being that sort of the main playmaker in the team?
Like I said earlier, just stick to my game. I think if I try and put too much on my shoulders, stuff will go sideways. But if I just get my kick in, running right, passing, I think good stuff will happen on the back of that.
And you're in the top four, but I feel like the Sharks have still got a lot more to give, don't you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's the exciting bit. I think we haven't played our best footy yet. The errors are hurting us coming out of our back end. I think if we can minimise those errors, stay connected as a group and play the footy that I know we can play, I think, yeah, it's exciting times.
And what is that Sharks? That footy you can play, what does that footy include, you reckon?
It's just big boys running hard, us tackling harder, everyone supporting one another. It's just simple footy.
And the Titans this weekend, they're coming off a strong win against the Broncos. What do you make of them?
Yeah, they're going real good at the moment. Obviously got us last time. They're playing some good footy. Obviously trying to get into the finals. Yeah, it's going to be a real good challenge.
Okay, how comfortable do you feel playing first grade now?
I don't know if you ever get comfortable playing first grade, but you start to get more relaxed and start to look at the game a bit more different. Things start to get a bit slower and you can sort of think a bit more. Definitely feeling like I'm got a spot there. Like I'm starting to break the game down a bit more and just enjoying that.
Even jumping on the wing the other week, I guess, coming into the year, you're always going to have to be versatile. How do you approach knowing that you can be put in anywhere?
Yeah, I pride myself on being able to play multiple positions. Didn't have wing on the resume when I came here, but Fitzy said, "Do you feel like a challenge?" I said, "Yeah." It's just when you're a young kid, you play anywhere in NRL. Someone's I debuted in the forwards. It's just how I can help the team and just nail my role.
People speak about combinations so much in footy, and I guess how important they are to have. Excuse me. Talk to us about your combinations with both Nicky and Tricky as well, and how working with them and your relationship with them has helped you.
Yeah, obviously I've known Nico for a bit, coming from the Melbourne Storm system. So we've sort of stayed in touch even when I was at Sunny Coast Falcons. My connection with Nico and Tricky are both the exact same. They're both unreal blokes, easy to talk to. They play unreal footy, so it's easy to play footy off the back of them.
That's cool that Nico kept in touch with you. Was he watching games and things?
It was just he was watching the games that were on TV, just checking how we're going. He was always seeing the results from the weekend, him being an ex-Falcons boy. And yeah, just saying how life's going and everything, just normal chit-chat.
What is some of that footy advice done for you?
It's got me to where I am now, I think. He's been a huge mentor for me, to be honest, coming to the Sharks. When I first stepped into this role, he was emphasised a lot on just backing myself, playing my footy. He said to me earlier in the year, "This is the most ready I've seen you for the NRL." So just little stuff like that, him helping me in video. Pretty sure he said I get a bit annoying trying to ask him for too much stuff. But he's given me a lot of confidence to play in this arena.
And I can imagine the rest of the guys have too, right? Like, you know, it seems like a really close-knit team. What has, you know, some of the forwards, some of those more experienced players done to you as well?
Yeah, they're huge. I think when you have the trust and confidence in the whole squad, not just the boys that take the field, but the whole staff behind the scenes, all the coaching staff, the whole squad that don't run out. I think when you've got the confidence and trust in them, I think it just builds to your game and lets you play with that bit more confident footy. And I think we're big on, like, if we make a mistake, just next job. Everyone makes a mistake. It's footy. Mistakes are going to happen. Don't dwell on it. Just move forward. And I think, like, especially Cam, him being the captain and all the senior boys, I think that's what's helped me, being able to just brush a mistake, move on, and, yeah, just knowing that they've got my back.
You know, it was pretty, you know, seamless in a way when, you know, obviously when Nico went down, you know, a few weeks ago, but, you know, you guys have played such good footy since then. Like, what was his message to you when he was out of action? You know, did you have some words of advice? Just
said the same thing, just back myself, run the ball, tackle hard, and good things will happen on the back of that. I remember he gave me one piece of advice. It was, don't play for the moments, don't play for the big moments, don't play to score a try. When you put yourself in the frame, that stuff happens.
Blake was just very full of praise for you just then about your sort of rise this year. He could be potentially playing in the halves with you if Braden were to be injured. What do you reckon of Blake in the halves?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Tricky, but if he is, yeah, Blake's unreal footy player. His footy IQ second to none. Yeah, he'll do a great job.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.